Alright everyone, happy Labor Day. I got all the valves in. This is the third video of just the valve installation. A little bit, I wouldn't call it complex, but you have to take your time, get those valves put together, the whole assembly, and the crucial thing of getting them adjusted just right. In my previous video I showed you these little tools and how you adjust them. You have two different tools, one for each side. It's a lot easier to show outside of the engine than it is on the inside, but basically, like for example here, this tool would go in there that way. It would lock back behind here like so. It's probably camera shy, so it's gonna lock in there like that, and then that would allow you to move this up or down to get the proper gap in between the valve stem and the bolt on the tappet or the lifter. The exhaust valves are 14 to 16ths gap. That's that little gap right in between there. And the intake valves are 10 to 12 gap. Very important that you get that all right. You could burn a valve. And it would greatly affect the performance of the engine. Now, I have the head placed on the top of the block. There is no head gasket. Now, here's a trivia question of the day. See how many people get the answer before I tell them. If I had a feeler's gauge, I can fit 5/1000 of an inch feeler's gauge in between the block and the head, but then like back here I can't. Alright, give up. Here's the answer. If you remember, in way back in some of my old videos, there was 7/1000 of an inch taken off, shaved off this head. There was a fairly high spot right here in the center. I don't know why, but it had to be taken down 7/1000 of an inch to get perfectly flat. What is happening, the top of that piston, when it is up, it is actually hitting right here. Now, it's not hitting much. The new head gaskets here, still in the plastic, that's about 1/16 of an inch thick. If I would have that on there, it would probably not hit, but I might just go ahead and be on the safe side. If I can just carefully grind this down just a hair, this spot right here, to give it some clearance. That's about the only thing you can do at this point. I would never want to grind the top of the piston naturally, but that's what I might have to do. Or I might just set it on there and see if it hits when I have just the gasket. Now I know when I torque it down it's going to compress some, but like I said, it is very, very little. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a problem, but it is something that you definitely want to watch when you have a block decked or a head shave. Guys that get into the real high performance type things, they'll even put Play-Doh or balls of clay down in there, put it all together, rotate the engine, and then you would get an imprint, and you would see just how close it would come to hitting. I don't think I have to worry about that with this, but there's always something to investigate and look into. So I'll let you know what goes on in my next video.